Hello everyone, welcome to today's lesson. We're going to work on our listening and speaking skills using a story from the FCU Result textbook. Well, open your FCU Result, page 62. Look please at the picture. And tell me please, which of the identities below do you think a female singer in choir might be asked to take? What singer? Yeah. Okay. It's about Laura, a university student who participated in a show where she pretended to be a rock star singer. By the end of this lesson, you know how to identify main points from an audio and summarize them effectively. Ready? Let's get started. Well, before we listen, I want you to think about this. What skills do you think someone would need to pretend to be a rock singer? Please.
Singer.
Yeah.
Dancing.
Yeah.
Screaming.
Great.
Songwriting.
Great. All right. Now as you listen, keep that question in mind and pay attention to what challenges Laura faced. I'll play you the first part of the story, so make sure you listen carefully. Focus on who Laura is and why she joined the show. Feel free to jot down a few notes, okay? Let's begin.
Laura Jane Foley, a 20-year-old student at Cambridge University who sang in the university choir, took part in Series 5 of the TV programme Faking It.
Okay, let's stop here. Here's an example of how I take notes. Laura, university student, entered show, pretend to be a singer. Challenges, nervous, lack of experience. Do you see how I picked the key points without writing every detail? Now, let's try summarizing these parts. A good summary is short and focused on main ideas. For this part, I'd say Laura, a university student, participated in a show where she had to pretend to be a rock singer. Despite being nervous and lacking experience, she took on the challenge. Notice how I used full sentences and connected the ideas. Now let's try this together. I'll play the next part of the audio and I want you to write down the main points. After that, we'll share and discuss your summaries.
Along with many other members of classical choirs around the country, Laura Jane received an email about Faking It. She thought it sounded really exciting, so she phoned the number in the email.
Well, take a moment to write down your main points.
And it certainly has not made her more rebellious. She is still a respectable, classical music-loving girl who sings in a choir. She's definitely not a rock chick.
Well, does anybody want to share what they wrote? Yeah, Emma, please.
Laura Jane joins Faking It. Her goal is to become a rock singer, challenging lifestyle adjustments required.
Great, that's a solid start. Now let's refine it into a summary together. So now, let's listen again and choose the right answer. How did Laura Jane and the program makers first make contact? So the second, Laura Jane was amazed that Laura Jane knew identity was going to be. So according to Laura Jane, why were arguments with Harry inevitable? Well guys, look at the challenges in one again. Discuss in pairs which one would you most like to try. And say why and how successful you think you would be. My dear friends, I'm very proud of you. You're as talented today as you always are. I enjoyed our lesson. Write down your home task and the lesson is over. Have a nice day.